Yeah, what a wonderful night, guys. We're all here for a pretty amazing cause. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody involved, all the people that volunteered their time, the entertainers, the food, the drink, the tech guys. But I want to start off with, I'd like to address the elephant in the room. Exhibit A, me, guys. I am an enormous human being, like a gun safe with legs, a refrigerator on the move. But yeah, there's some also there. I'm not gonna lie. There's some other big dogs here. There's some other big dogs. If you could come find me, we'll strike some fear into a rickshaw driver. But that's another funny thing too. The term "elephant in the room." I remember that I like to take advantage of it. If I overhear some people talking, and I hear the term "elephant in the room," I go, "Hey, screw you, Randy! I'm standing right here. Come on." As being a giant, I catch a lot of crap for taking long showers, but that's because if you guys ever hosed down and hand dried a semi truck, that's about what goes on in there. It takes a while, a lot of soap, a lot of suds. Another bummer some of you guys don't think about is that if I ever want to play a game of Red Rover, I have to wait for them to organize another Hands Across America. How about this Uber? Hopefully everybody's being safe tonight. Uber, I Ubered here, Uber. Unfortunately for me, whenever I hop into the Uber, I have to say, hey Trevor, your Honda Civic is going to pull a little to the right. A little to the right. A lot of meat in one seat. Here's another thing, guys. I can't get hyped up as you guys about sporting events, when they do like the t-shirt tosses into the crowd, that everybody hopes to catch one. They're only shooting up a bunch of mediums and larges. You don't find them shooting up a bunch of 5X talls. They can't blame them, Probably worried that they're going to come unraveled midair and suffocate a family of 6. You see it now, like the neighbors talking, like, hey Jim, my son was at the game last night, he caught a t-shirt. Oh yeah? My daughter was there. She caught 50% of a hot air balloon. Means I have a big shirt, guys. A balloon, big shirt. Another thing, actually you guys can relate to this. Remember the whiteout for Pat White? Some Mountaineer fans here. Let's give it up for the Mountaineers, yeah! That was my era. Pat White, Steve Slayton, Owen Schmidt era. So I was there for Pat White's last game. Do you guys remember? It was a whiteout. Those t-shirts on the chairs. That evening I wore a black t-shirt, and it was after squeezing into a medium white t-shirt, it became more of a gray t-shirt. But I blended it pretty well after that. I actually did. This is my solution for getting out of like awkward or embarrassing situations. So I got a story here. This is when I was going to school here at WVU, and I was in one of those long classes. It was like a 3-hour class, and I'm sitting there, and I just readjust one of those shoddy old classroom seats, and I hear tink, tink. One screw falls out. All right. And then all of a sudden I hear 6 screws fall out. And so I'm just sitting there doing a balancing act. There's 2.5 hours left in the class. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, I can't hold this forever. So I gingerly get up. To my surprise, the chair's still sitting there. Make it to the aisle. I'm about to head out the door, and all of a sudden the chair-desk combo just collapses all over the floor. It's like an 18-person class, too. Like everybody's looking. So I'm by the door, and everybody looks over to the chair, looks over to me, and I just go, oh, you guys are all part of a hidden camera TV show. There's a camera over there, there's a camera over there. The producers will be right in to have you guys sign the waivers. Backed out of that doorway, and that's how I dropped out of college. Here I am. So that all led to this. Another thing that you guys probably don't consider, traveling, flying. Guys are flying on airplanes. Who here likes to fly? Flying fans travel. getting the destination. The destination is the best part. The travel is the worst part. But being a giant, so I arrive at the airport. I've already taken my airplane medicine, aka a brownie, a special brownie that I bought from Fred on the corner. And so I get in there and it kicks in real quick. Fred's good at what he does. Kicks in real quick, and she's like, well, yeah, we just gotta check the weight, you know, and so whatever you say, step right up onto the luggage scale. I broke that. Nobody packs 400-pound bags. Broke that. And so I apologize profusely, and I get into the TSA, you know, the X-ray machine line. And so, you know, you're in that line, you're sweating, you're wondering what's going to happen. You're looking over, you see who's running the cameras. Is it Jenna? Is it Peter? You know, you're trying to figure it out. You don't know what these X-ray machines are showing, you know, so you're just trying to show all you got. You don't know what they're looking at. You get in there, so usually when I get in the X-ray machine, I gotta come in like sideways, so sidestep in, get your hands up, you know. Sir, could you please not touch the top of the X-ray machine? I apologize. It's very dusty up here. So I get in there, and after that, you get to your gate, your gate B, if you will. And I don't like to sit down with the people on my flight, because right off the bat, they're like, oh God, I don't want to sit next to this sweaty giant. So I don't want to stress them out too soon. So what I do is I go over to the bar, you know, to get a drink. You know, I'm a pretty personable guy, so I end up talking to somebody else on my flight. And so we hit it off, and you know, I like to end it with, I'll try to scare him, you know, like, oh man, this has been so great talking to you. I'm gonna go see if we can get our seats switched. We'll sit next to each other. And he's just like, oh no, what have I done? Sit next to this giant the rest of this flight. But after that, so it's time to board the plane. And it doesn't matter what my ticket says. I like to be the last to board, you know? And the reason for that is I like when my audience is already seated, you know? So they're ready for the show. So, you know, you get onto this airplane, this tube in the sky. I'm already walking cockeyed down the aisles. And just, you can see the most ridiculous fear in so many different eyes. And, you know, you walk down the aisle, you find an old lady praying the rosary, you know. Oh man, she's so afraid to fly. No, she just doesn't want me to sit down in that empty seat next to her. So, you know, going down the aisle, my thighs are just brushing past unexpected cheeks. The fly on my zippers just getting stuck in kids' braces. So sorry, you fly a lot. It's a beautiful family. So I'm going down. Oh, and sometimes this is a good treat, you know. I'll see a fellow big man, and he'll be in a seat like right next to him. He'll be in a window seat like a sucker. Come on, guy. Window seat, and right next to him is just like a real skinny, like unexpected, like Indian businessman, you know. Already not in the best mood, so I won't be sitting there, but I'll do a little like stutter step towards that empty seat. Little James Harden stutter step right towards that empty seat, make him question everything about the next 4 hours of his life. But now after that, I end up finding my seat, and it just ends up being like thrown into the chokey by Mrs. Trenchbull, you know, like Matilda. So all I can do is think about my Miss Honey for the remainder of the flight. I'll reference Matilda all night long, guys. How about this? Airplanes. Speaking of airplanes, has anybody here been skydiving before? Any risk takers? Oh, she's hyped up about skydiving. Skydiving over here. Ooh. I went skydiving in the sense that I went to the skydiving place. So back here when I was going to school here, before that incident that I talked about, some of my friends got the bright idea to go skydiving. So we're like, oh, whatever, I don't have anything to do. I'll come with you. So we ended up going to some like town in Kentucky, just like 3 or 4 hours away in the middle of a field. And we get there and it's just like, looks really, really like unsafe. You know, we did get it on Groupon, so that might explain it. And so we get there and there's just like a family grilling out. It's bunch of people's like wife beaters flipping burgers, a bunch of like wild animals, loose animals everywhere. And it like doubled as like a crop sprinkler place, skydiving place, like flight lessons. It was like a 3-for-1 kind of business. But anyways, so we get there, and if you know anything about skydiving, the policy, if you've never jumped out of an airplane before, is that the instructor must be larger than the jumper. Is anybody doing math in their head right now? Or odds of that? So immediately I pulled out my cell phone and Googled how big was the meteor that took out the dinosaurs, you know, just looking out for mankind. And so, you know what, I was like, I accepted it. So I'm probably not going to jump today unless Shaquille O'Neal walks out of that back room. And she goes, well, we do have Big Steve. He's like 315 pounds. I said, listen, lady, picture regular size Steve jumping out of an airplane with a 2-door refrigerator strapped to his chest. It's not going to go well. I'm not looking to star in Dumbo Drop 2 today, so I'm going to stay on the ground and keep it safe. Beat a bunch of people in cornhole and drinking beers. The service industry, guys. Is anybody else here in the service industry? I am. Hello, give it up. Nobody? Service industry? Restaurants? There's some. Even the people that worked here weren't even clapping. You're in the service industry right now. Guys, like I said, I'm in the service industry. One of the things that I like to do, it's like a funny, creative way, like a shorter way of saying things. So it's like a code in my kitchen. So I'll give you a few examples. Excuse me. So I'll be like, oh, hey, Jason and Tyler, JFK. Ooh, that means let's take a shot. Let's take a shot. The next one, my delivery driver, Pat. I'll say, hey, Pat, they're paying with 100. Make sure to bring some Obama, some change, some change. And this one, sometimes we'll be really busy, we'll be slammed. And so I'll have to yell to one of the guys, Donald Trump. And that means to go in the back and grab some boxes. Oh, some clap over there. This one actually isn't work related, but I am a golfer. Does anybody else here golf? Yeah, I love golf. This happened the other day. We were taking advantage of some nice weather. My buddy was on the tee box. He took a big old swing and whipped it right into the woods, shanked it right in the woods. And I yelled out to him, Princess Diana. And that means, should have paid for a better driver. Oh. Not too soon, not too soon, not too soon. There was just plenty of princess weddings that we all stayed up for. We all stayed up for to watch. Oh man. Well, you guys are gonna love this one then, actually. So, like I said, I'm in the service industry. One of my restaurants has a bar. So, we serve alcohol. So I'm thinking about doing a celebrity collaboration. Yeah, I'm gonna combine ice cream and booze, and it's gonna be Michael J. Fox's Hard Shakes. Oh, yikes! Big Spin City fan group in here tonight. And you guys are all worried about the wrong thing. Could you imagine not being able to show off any of your Etch-a-Sketch creations? That's the real crime. Oh my God. Oh, I just spun your city. Yikes. How about this one? Speaking of being in the service industry, one of my bartenders came up to us. There was like 3 of us in the kitchen, 3 cooks in the kitchen. And she comes into the kitchen, just like the new girl. She's like, oh man, like my face hurts a lot, like a toothache or something. My face hurts. And she had a bottle of Aleve. And inside she goes, oh, there's an Oxycontin in here. And she goes, do you guys think I should take it? And then my staff and I instantly just rattle off like 3 quick questions to her. One guy was like, well, that depends. Do you value your relationship with your family? And the next guy goes, are you willing to pawn any of your belongings at any hour of the night, at any day? And then the next guy goes, what are your views on $5 blowjobs? Hey. So yeah, she took it, and I am out $15. Guys, how about this? We'll get a little bit lighter. My girlfriend is in the crowd tonight. Give it up for my girlfriend. She's here. It'll be bonus points for me. Woo, woo, woo. Nice. She's worth a way louder applause. Obviously, she's really here that I said that. Speaking of that, though, she's the best. You know, we've been together a little over 3 years now. Still hot and heavy. She's hot. I'm heavy. No. Be serious, guys. I give her little nicknames, you know. Call her Nabisco, Frito-Lay, because she's my little snack, you know. She's my little snack, which prompted her to give me the nickname Snapter Trailer, which it's fitting. I'm all right with it. It just sounds like a hungry transformer, which, like I said, that's okay with me. Hungry transformer. Do any of you guys have like funny siblings? You know, like a funny brother, funny sister? For me, there you go. I heard a yes back here. For me, I've got my sister is pretty funny. I'll start this one out. When she was younger, I heard this story. My mom got a call from her teacher. He says, "Oh, Mrs. Ryan, I just want to give you a heads up. Your daughter has been telling everybody that her dad drives a really big car and is rich." To which my mom responded, "He drives a minivan, his name's Rich, and to clarify everything, I work at Applebee's." So he drives a van. My sister was telling some fibs. My dad's not rich, he doesn't drive a big car. His name's Rich though, like I said. Or this one time, actually, my sister, we were back home in Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland originally, and CLE, nice. And it was funny, I had my dog home with me, and my dog went outside, and he took a crap on the neighbor's jack-o'-lantern. And so my sister heard that, and she just popped her head in the room, and she goes, "Call that a dumpkin." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome that you just did that. Your future husband is not going to be happy that you are funnier than he is. You're nailing it. You are a catch. You are a catch." Guys, how about, speaking of our family, was anybody else here raised by the belt, you know? Do something wrong? Got a little whooping? Does anybody else have paralyzing fear to the sound of a leather braided belt being unsheathed from a pair of Wranglers? Sends shivers down my spine just thinking about it. So there were some instances growing up, you know, where, you know, we were acting up, my brother and I. And so I remember seeing on TV that apparently you can get gum, chewing gum, out of your hair with peanut butter. Peanut butter. I don't know if that's a real thing or not. And I know at the time I was curious. And so we were sleeping. I chewed some gum earlier in the day. I put some gum in my brother's hair. And my parents were not thrilled about that. Even the peanut butter did not help. They were still very angry. I caught the buckle that time. Remember when you hit the buckle? That's when you're out of line. There was also this other time where I did, you know what I did? I cut my brother's finger off. I'm sure you guys want to hear a little bit more about that. Cut my brother's finger off. So my brother and I were fighting, you know, over something stupid, I'd imagine. And I think that this is what it was about. Do you guys know what a 5-star is? A little 5-star action? It's when you open your palm as large as it goes, and you just try to target like the largest, flattest area of the victim, right? And so I walloped my brother so hard with a 5-star. I'm convinced actually if I had 6 fingers, he'd be a goner. We would have a funeral that day. I walloped him. And so that turned into him chasing me. So we were running through the house. He was actually chasing me with a mini baseball bat. Cleveland Indians baseball bat. Some more Cleveland love, yeah, thank you. And so I go, you know what, I'm gonna run to my bedroom. That's the safest place in the house. So I run into the bedroom, I slam the door, and apparently my brother had stuck his hand in to try to stop the door, and it was, all I heard was just a blood-curdling scream. Just horrible. And I had no idea what had happened. And so that alerted my dad to run upstairs to my brother holding his hand, a finger on the ground, and a small little cute puddle of blood, and he just didn't know what to do. So he just instinctively hoists me over his shoulders, and you can see it going through his head. There's three options. He's like, there's an open window. He's smarter than that. He's not going to prison for murder that night. He sees a big pile of sharp plastic toys. He's not paying for 2 ER visits tonight. Boom. We have the winner, my bed. So he hucks me at my bed. I bounce off the bed, create a 3-foot hole in the drywall. Some of you get contractors are out there like, there's probably a stud in there. No, 3-foot hole. The house was not built properly. 3-foot hole in the drywall. And he goes, he's like, that will serve as your reminder to not cut off any more of your brother's fingers. I was like, man, I could have done with a little bit of different of a reminder. I'm sure all of you guys are wondering if my brother still had his finger. They did. He's not out here just giving out high 4.8s. They sewed it on. He's still got it. He's dishing out high fives. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Whew. All right, I think you guys have had enough of me. I have a couple more, just like lame, but just real cute, feel-good jokes. You guys ready for them?
Yeah.
It's like a little, see you later, guys. I wrote a few of these ones. All right, how about the first one? How about, who is a nocturnal animal's favorite R&B singer? Gladys Knight. Oh, thinker, good. Thinker. Why did Pablo Escobar take a Xanax? For Hispanic attacks. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. What do you call 2 wooden cubes hanging from the mirror of a horse and buggy? That's an Amish paradise. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, the last one, I heard this one's a good one. And the cheapest type of meat, that'd be deer testicles, just under $1. Hey, guys, hey, there's a camera over there, there's a camera over there. You guys are all part of the Hidden TV show. My name's Rich Ryan, guys. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I know it means a ton to so many people. But yeah, here you go. Here's Noah back for you.